Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So nice to see you all again. So I know I have not posted in quite a long time. I believe the last video I posted was my bootcamp recap video, and I just wanted to come on here and give you guys mainly like a life update as well as some general tips on A school as well. I wrote down a few notes on my little notepad so I'm not all over the place. So yeah, in case you guys were curious about my A school journey, I'm going to talk about it right now. Originally, I wasn't going to make this video until I was completely done with A school. However, I do graduate in 2 weeks. I already received my orders to my next command, and I figured it'd be better for me to make this video now because by the time I graduate, I'm going to be insanely busy with like moving and everything, and this video will be like postponed another fucking month or two. So I'm like, yeah, let me just get you guys this video right now because I mean I've pretty much experienced the entirety of A school. I mean I have 2 weeks left, so there's hopefully not much is gonna happen within those 2 weeks. So my high school experience was a 0 out of 10, would not recommend. Just kidding. It was great, kind of, sort of. A school has been 6 months long, and basically in the Navy, I believe the longer your A school, the more difficult the course is. So since my school is 6 months long, it's one of the longest A schools in the Navy. Maybe like 2 other A schools might be longer, like Nuke is long. I don't know how long, and I know CTI, which is a linguist, a crypto linguist, that's like 2 years long. So yeah, the longer the A school, the more difficult it is. So if your A school is only 2 weeks, you're chilling. Just don't act out crazy, and I'll get more into that later. So being that my A school is 6 months long and just my overall course, it was extremely challenging. Saw a lot of people fail out very early on, which made me scared, and there was a lot of concepts that were new to me. Actually, all the concepts in my A school are new to me. Like basically I'm learning like cybersecurity stuff, and yeah, I've had some experience with computers, but not to this extent. So definitely like starting from 0, and I pretty much dedicated all of my time and energy to studying every single day. And in the beginning it was very hard. Like mentally I was struggling. I was extremely anxious. I couldn't really sleep at night because I was just so worried. I'm a very like, I'm the type of person, like I like to get things done right away. Like I wish I could tell the future because I can't rest until like my objective is complete. So being that every week I had a test, and that test determines if I move on in the course or not, was very distressing, considering, you know, like I said, I saw people fail out, and from me seeing, like it looked like they were working hard, it looked like they were studying, so I'm like, damn, I hope that's not me. And thankfully that's not me. I mean, shit, I made it this far. I only have 2 weeks left, and then I'm fucking done, and I'm free, and I don't see myself failing out at this point. So yeah, the course was very challenging, but the good thing is like the instructors we have over here are really good, really helpful. Some of them I'll probably remember for the rest of my life because they were just that cool, you know, and I really enjoyed them. I've made friends along the way. I've had like the same class the entire time, so they're cool. Like I have like one best friend. The rest of the people, actually most of my school is like white men, so had it not been for my best friend who is also a girl, I don't know, bro. Probably would have been pretty lonely. Not saying that I don't like white men or anything, but I don't know. I just don't relate to them like that. So it took me a while to like open up. I've never been around so many like white men in my life. Like where I live is like predominantly Hispanic. I don't want this to make this a race thing, but I basically saying I felt out of my not comfort zone. I just felt like out of my shell. You know, it's like being an American and going to a completely different country. You're like, okay, nobody here relates to me. This is a new experience. This is cool, kind of scary at times, you know, basically like that. As far as my quality of life living in the barracks and all that, so basically I have school from like basically 8 to 6 hours a day, depending if I go in for extra study or not. 6 to 8, I should say. So yeah, 6 to 8, I'm pretty much gone throughout the day, and I'm just focused on school. It's very draining, and you know, the one thing you want to do when you come home is just, you know, relax and just chill. I've chilled most of the time I've been in the barracks. There's definitely pros and cons living in the barracks. I am married, but I decided to leave my husband back home because I just felt like since I'm only going to be here for a short period of time, 6 months, it would be pointless to have him move out here and then move again, you know? So I was like, okay, he's going to stay back home and I'm just going to live in the barracks till then. So one big thing I don't like about the barracks is we are not able to cook. All we have is a microwave and the galley. And the galley food sucks, so it's not the best. It's not horrible, but it's definitely not the best. It's very mediocre. And it's just really hard to have a healthy diet. And I know people are going to be like, oh, I mean, these are your choices, blah, blah, blah. Like, you could just eat a salad every day. Yeah, no, bro. That shit is boring, you know? And being that I only have a microwave to cook, I eat a lot of, like, frozen meals. I mean, you can look at my past videos before the Navy. I was very healthy, very fit. And being in the barracks and having, like, 8-hour classes every day, I've kind of let myself go. You know, I just eat like frozen dinners and chocolate for dinner. Like I'm a 12-year-old. I don't work out like at all anymore because I just don't feel like I have the time or the motivation or the energy to do so, which is really depressing because like before the Navy, I worked out literally every single day. And there are still people that are in this course that work out. So I'm not saying like it's impossible. Definitely now I could. Like if I wanted to, I could because my course is not as stressful as it was in the beginning. But in the beginning, honestly, even the most like fit guys in my class were not working out because our curriculum at the time was just like so fucking fast paced and draining, and whatever free time you had, I would devote it to studying, in my opinion. So that's what I did because I just did not want to fail out. I was very paranoid. But now I probably could work out, but I don't know, I just don't have the energy to. I just don't have the motivation. I don't have a car. I'm waiting for my husband to come down here to bring a car. I don't like the gym on base. It's very small. Like I said, a lot of machines are broken, very cramped, and it's like 99% dudes. The few times I've gone there, it's just all dudes. And like, I don't want to sound like a man hater or anything, but it's just kind of like intimidating getting into the gym, a woman, and like, I don't know. You just stand out. And I'm a very introverted person. I don't like to stand out. Most of it is, you know, I guess me just being lazy and lacking the determination, I guess you could say. Because Jam a year ago definitely would have gone to the gym, like, every day if she could. But Jam now is just like, no, I'm gonna play some Sims, eat some M&Ms, and that bag is almost empty. Yeah, I'm fucking lazy as shit. So my goal for 2024 is to get back into shape because like the gym is what used to make me so happy, and I don't know, I just really miss that feeling. I really do miss working out. I've just been extremely busy. Apart from school, there's also like other little things that we do that take up my time. One fun thing that I'm definitely not gonna miss is room inspections, like every now. Back in my old barracks room, funny story, you guys know this is a different setting because my old room, my original room, my last video, I had to move out like abruptly because my AC broke, and I let the building manager know, and they're like, okay, yeah, pack all your shit and get the fuck out. So yeah, that's basically what I did. I had to pack all my shit and get the fuck out. I moved into this room. This room was so disgusting when I got it. It looked like an abandoned fucking, like nobody had lived here for years or something. There was hair, dust, dead cockroaches, like shit stains all over the toilet. The tub was clogged. So like the living conditions here are pretty fucking bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like they're not horrible, but it's just, they could be a lot better. I'm trying not to complain so much, but yeah, so I had to really deep clean this place when I first got here, as well as like unpack all my shit, which was super stressful and annoying because at the same time, like this is taken away from when I could be studying and worrying about school and stuff. So that was really unnecessary. And then on top of that, we have room inspections all the time. Back in my old barracks room, I used to get them a lot more. Here, not so much, surprisingly. But yeah, they just come into your room and they like ding you for like little shit. I've never failed an inspection, but I know some kids do because they leave shit out or they're like disorganized. I really don't know. It's really not that hard to not be messy and disgusting, but I don't know. Some people have to struggle with that. The positives of this A school experience is I've grown a lot. I've learned a lot about myself. Like, I truly, truly believe that you could do anything you put your mind to. I genuinely believe that. I don't think you should waste your time trying to manifest things and pray for things and wait for somebody to give you something. I believe that if you truly want something, like, yes, you can pray for it, you can manifest it, add that good affirmations toward it, I guess. But the only way you're ever going to achieve anything in life is if you actually go for it, and if you believe in yourself, and if you work hard for it. That's just life. Like, nobody's going to give you anything. And in the beginning of this course, I told myself that I was going to purposely fail out. I was going to quit because I just didn't think I was cut out for it. Like, this just wasn't me. I didn't envision myself passing. I didn't envision myself doing this as a job for the next 5 years of my life. But at the same time, like, I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. And I remembered my why I left my family, why I completely changed my life. And it motivated me to put in the work, stop being lazy, stop being a quitter, and just get it done. And here I am, getting it done. So would I say A school is harder than boot camp? Absolutely. Because boot camp, you're just like a little kid and you're being babysat. They're like, okay, yeah, go take a shower. Go do this, go do that. In A school, you have like a bit more autonomy. And then on top of that, people are telling you what to do every other day, and you have to respect them because you're a junior sailor, even if they disrespect you and it's annoying, but that's life. And yeah, you just have to put in the work. Although my A school experience is probably going to be different from a lot of people watching this video, because your A school is probably not going to be that long. It's probably going to be like a month or less. So if that's the case, here are my tips for you. Remember that you're going to A school. You're not going to college. You're not going to high school. This is supposed to be a professional environment. And I think a lot of people forget that, being that they're so young when they join the Navy. They're probably like 18, should be in college or whatever. And they're getting out of boot camp, so you have all this like repressed energy and you just want to explode. And that's fine. Like, definitely blow off some steam, find some time for yourself, play video games, go out with your friends and stuff like that. But also remember, you have to be a responsible adult and take accountability for your actions and know what's right, know what's wrong. So, I don't know, a big common issue I see is like DUIs and stuff. And it's like, drinking if you're underage is wrong. Driving while intoxicated is wrong. So just don't do those things, because those things have real life repercussions. You'll probably lose your job, might kill somebody, just shit like that. Just remember that this is a professional environment. Don't fall in love with somebody that you meet in A school. Probably never gonna see them again. Probably gets stationed in other places across the world. So my opinion is kind of a waste of time. A lot of people get married in A school. And I'm not saying all those marriages are not going to work out, but just, make sure you actually love the person before you commit to them for the rest of your life. If you're in a longer A school, focus on your studies. Don't party every single weekend. Or just find time. I think as long as you dedicate like an hour a day to studying, you'll be okay. It's kind of like a fine line, I should say. I mean, don't devote all your time studying and not enjoying your life, because that's what I did when I initially got here the first couple of months, and I was so fucking miserable. Like, I couldn't sleep at night because I was so anxious and depressed, and it was a lot. But then once I finally started going out and enjoying life and exploring the city a little bit, I was like, okay, like, I can do this. Like, I could find balance. But also, don't just spend every weekend not studying and partying with your friends and all that stuff. I think, like I said, if you dedicate at least like an hour a day to studying and understanding the material, I think you'll be okay. If you're struggling, you're not really getting it, take time out of your day. Go to the extra study that most of these longer A schools offer extra help. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask the person next to you. If they understand the material way better than you are, And if they're nice, ask them for help, or better yet, just ask the instructor. Most of the Navy instructors well, not Navy instructors, but most of the instructors in these A schools are super helpful because their job is to make sure you understand. Nobody wants you to fail. The Navy is investing a lot of money into you being here, so you failing out and them sending you undesignated to the fleet is kind of a waste of money. They're not really getting back on that investment. So everybody wants you to pass. It's just how hard are you willing to work for it? How hard are you willing to dedicate time to it? So yeah, so I'm probably gonna stop here because I don't want to ramble too long, and I think you guys get the gist of what I'm putting down. Just work hard, believe in yourself. Anything's possible. There will be good times, there'll be bad times. Everything is temporary, so just look at the brighter side. But one of my goals for 2024 is to be more active on this channel. So I'm really excited for that. I'm definitely going to try posting more because I will be moving into my first house and decorating it, and I want you guys to be a part of that because I don't know, YouTube was like everything to me. Like a few years ago, I loved making videos and it made me so happy and gave me something to look forward to. So I want to get back to that hobby now that I will probably not be as busy as I have been in the past year. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon. Peace.